Hey guys, my name's Adam and today I'm going to be reviewing Into the Wild, the movie, and it's about this guy that goes into the bush and lives off the land, which a lot of people would think is crazy, but here in Canada we kind of just call it camping. I really did like this movie though. I thought that it had a lot of really interesting themes and a lot of cool lessons in it that maybe I wouldn't have thought as much about. Maybe I sort of would have taken them for granted. For instance, living by your convictions, I thought the main character was very admirable for that he lived by, he was brave enough to live his life the way that he wanted. A lot of people took issue with the fact that he was given opportunities that other people would have killed for, and he chose to throw them away. I think that just because you have an opportunity doesn't mean you have to be a slave to it. It's your life. You should decide how you get to live it. At the same time though, I really did feel this main character was very selfish. I didn't think he had to, write his family out of his life. It's not really right. Just because you have an idea of how to live your life, if you're still living a life that hurts people, that makes you a bad person. And this character, you can't say that it never crossed his mind that his family was going through this anguish. In all the time that he's in the woods, he must have at least once thought, I wonder if my parents miss me. And he could have remedied that just by giving them a single phone call. And we know that he is near, society, so he can give them a call. Some things that I thought were very cool about this movie is I thought a lot of the characters that he runs into sort of mirror himself in different ways. For instance, the old man that he runs into at the end of the movie has cut himself out of everyone else's life. He sort of lives a quiet life alone and has no one else to sort of interact with until they meet up with each other. He's still part of society. And also Vince Vaughn, he's sort of very much against the way that society is, and he chooses to still participate in society while being against it, and that basically lands him in jail. And that's another theme that I thought was part of this movie, is that you can never really take yourself out of the world that you're born into. Even when the main character is, he's rafting down the river, he's still in society. He still has to be held accountable for that, even though you should be able to raft, you should be able to use nature as it's intended, but now there's laws and people own that society. Just like you can't take yourself out of the family that you're born just by willing yourself to not be there anymore. You're still part of that family, you're still part of society just because you were born there, even if you don't want to be a part of it. It's not a choice, it's who you are. You're born into that family, so it's always going to be a part of you. Overall, I really did enjoy this movie. Like I said, I think there's a lot of great themes. One thing though I do want to say is this is my first time viewing it. I feel like it's the sort of movie that if I watch it a dozen times, I'll probably take something different out of it each time and eventually settle on a deeper meaning after seeing it a few times. I'd kind of like to go back and revisit it, after watching it a few more times, but this is my first viewing and this is what I thought of it. If you like my review, please hit like. If you agree or disagree with anything, please let me know down in the comments below. I'll keep it in mind for later. And of course, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks and have a good day.